guys doing? How you guys doing, man? How you guys doing, baby? Look, ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely what you want. In a game where you already have Hurt Street come out and say be on upset alert, you just played a hard, physical, emotional game against Duke. Who was worthy? Let's just stop kidding ourselves. Who was worthy, but they weren't worthy to beat the Seminoles, but they were worthy to be in the game. They were worthy to be ranked, and they were a worthy opponent. The letdown, mental focus, overlooking. Obviously, Wake Forest has got the best of us. Last year, I was definitely pissed off because that was our game to win, but we won't get into that. But I thought this was the type of game we needed. This is the type of game where playmakers showed up and playmakers showed out. Not a real lot to overwhelm you, 41-16. As I'm looking here, they had, again, 15 first downs. They had 210 total yards. So we're almost even at rushing, 126 for us, 128 for them. Passing 82 yards. That is dominance. 82 yards of passing for any team. Dominance. And with that long mesh they do, which is really god-awful ridiculous. I don't understand why the defensive tackles just don't knock the quarterback and the running back out. Like that literally is it's goofy to me. But anyway, late touchdowns, they have 16 points. I'm not worried about that. But in the crunch time, we dominated. We dominated this game really soundly from start to finish. 508 yards total offense versus 210 for them, and like I say, 82 yards passing. That should tell you something. It's just no way. It's just no way. As I'm looking at this stuff, looking at this with y'all, it literally tells me what I need to see. Jordan Travis, 359 yards, 3 touchdowns. Rodemaker got in, he went 1 for 1. We didn't have a running back get over 60 yards, but as a group, we rushed for 126. I think a lot of it has to do with the new how the play clock is. Nobody asked for it. I know I didn't ask for it, but I think some of that has to do with that as far as our receiver. Trey Benson, 4 for 100. Coleman, 7 for 66. So again, this team didn't have to do much. They stayed within themselves. Playmakers made plays, spread the ball out, and a lot of guys had plays. So very, very crucial. Our defense, lights out. We had 6 sacks in the game, which that's a Florida State defense. 73 total tackles. Like I say, six sacks, 10 tackles for loss. That's what we want to be dominant. Overall, very impressed. Like I say, Jordan Travis showing you again his poise from being Louisville, coming to Florida State, and then getting the opportunity now to grow in this system from the end of the Willie Taggart era, growing up through Mike Norvell, new offensive coordinator, second year under him, Mike Norvell being the play caller, and they really have tailor-made talent around him. When you hear coaches talk about building a system where playmakers can play, coming into Florida State now, we see high school recruits getting on the field, transfers getting on the field making plays, and you can't do nothing but be real. There's nothing to sell. He's showing you we're putting you in position as a quarterback, as a running back, as offensive linemen, DBs. This is a program now that showcase players, and we saw that against Wake Forest. In Winston-Salem, really shocked me. They had a tremendous crowd, and that's something you normally don't see in Winston-Salem. They had 31,288. They were just at 98% capacity. I've hardly ever seen a game where it was sold out. Maybe more Seminole fans than others, but because most of the time Wake Forest doesn't care. But this was good, and I like their head coach. I remember one time, one of the guys, when they do the car wash at ESPN, they asked him, how do you try to keep up with Florida State and Clemson? And he said, we know, we understand, bigger budgets, this and this, but we don't concede to them. We have a system, we have a process, and we do the best. If he's just under $5 million, And then anybody ever know me, if you make $5 million or more, you're an elite coach. And with that being said, you have to give them credit and give them respect, because he can coach just like a lot of coaches at Wake Forest. They can find players and they can develop talent. And this was a big game for us. Every game is a big game, because you have to see how mentally prepared this team is. In a day of NIL, in a world of transfer portal, in a world of a me attitude, in a world of not being focused and entitled, you have to be able to keep these guys focused and dialed in for the much bigger goal. First time we went 8-0 since 2014, not nothing to sleep on. Obviously, I grew up in the Bowden era. You expect to win a minimum 10 games, a minimum 11 games. From 2012 to 14, we all got spoiled. But now we're starting to see a head coach and a coaching staff develop players, have a system, and be successful. Obviously, I would like to see the running game sure up, but that will. Coaching players, recruiting, development, we would definitely get to dominating that defensive line. But overall, we needed this game, come in after that game against Duke, to go down the field, have the plays we had, take care of business, and get ready to move on to the next week, which we're playing Pitt. Got to be ready. Pitt already just got embarrassed, so they're going to be focused. They're going to be fired up. We're going up there. We need to be mentally ready, mentally prepared to play, because this is trying to finish and secure our spot in the ACC. Secure that championship spot so we can achieve much greater things. This is bigger than just the New Year's Six Bowl. This is bigger than playing in a big bowl game. We have a lot to play for, so you have to be mentally prepared and focused. And I'm anxious to see how this coaching staff, how this team transitions from the enjoyment of Wake Forest to coming out now and focusing on Duke and just unleashing hell for 60 minutes. Like Jimbo Fisher say, if you see a rock in the road, don't go around it, go through it. Well, Pitt's in the road. We're not going around them. We're going through them, we're going over them, and we're going to keep on moving. Focus what we got. Pittsburgh, take care of business. So you guys, like I say, y'all have a wonderful day, man. Enjoyed the victory, enjoyed the game. I will get back with you guys later on. Y'all be safe.